you've agreed to be a project researcher in this, one of the 8 researchers we've got, 4 in Upper Edmonton, 4 in Cockfosters. Why did you decide that you would like to be a project researcher?
Thank you, Francis. Well, for me, I decided to become a project researcher because I genuinely wanted to make a positive difference in my community. I wanted to connect with the community that I'm part of because I truly believe that community voice is important and can have a powerful impact on the different issues and on the decisions that are being made and that affect us. And I've been part of Edmonton community for a very long time. I've been a resident over 25 years, so it's very personal to me as well. And in terms of the extreme weather specific project that we're working on, I've experienced lots of things myself, including when there are severe storms and winds and how suddenly everything comes to a standstill. And going back to even when I was 8 months pregnant, a woman trying to get from central London back to my home. And a journey that normally should have taken me just under an hour took me over 4 or 5 hours to try to travel through London to get back home. And the times when we do have snowstorms and everything comes to a standstill because we can't function, we don't know how to deal with it, and that's the way how we are. But it's also about how our community and together through the collective response of the community, we can come up with the strategies, as Hallie was already talking about, the different strategies, the different solutions, but then also hopefully having an impact through the different partnerships that we have and we collaborate through, because I'm part of NCAF, I'm part of Edmonton Community Partnership. I've got, sort of bringing in the experience from education sector that I had and the corporate sector, and then bringing all the different partnerships together. So for me, it was about, making a difference and hopefully connecting the community and working with amazing people on this project as well. So,
Excuse me. We have, to start this off, we have a training session for the researchers on April the 8th, which all the 8 will go to. So this is a difficult question to ask because you haven't done the training session yet. But what do you think is the role of the researcher?
I mean, from my experience before when I was doing my master's, then there is a different, there are the elements that Hallie has already explained and outlined in as she spoke earlier on about the role of the researcher. And to some extent, Hallie has really well already explained what the role is specifically for the Wild Cafe. For me, the way how I envision my role as a researcher is again about linking the community, ensuring that our community is represented, consulted, being the bridge, as Hallie has outlined as well, between the community and the different partners as well, and looking together on how we can tackle the different issues that relate to climate change and sustainability, the issues that directly affect us. And being part of this community, it's about connecting my experience and connecting with the people that I'm working with. And when we are, when we are sort of trying to recruit as well. So for me, it's about really looking together, working together, and making a difference together, and using this information. I know that we're going to be working on the climate risk and the vulnerability index and checking the data as well, but it's also looking at how we can bring what we collect to policy discussions, to working collaboratively with a range of different partners that can then have a positive impact on our community and have an actionable outcome.
And you are also helping as part of the researcher's role to recruit people, to get people to come into the cafe. How have you gone about doing that? Because you've been ahead of everyone else in a way.
Well, it's again drawing on the different partnerships or drawing on the experience that I have from other sectors, personal experience from other sectors, drawing on the different partnerships, because now, working with NCAF, I work as a volunteer, but also working in Edmonton Community Partnership and drawing on all the different partnerships and the connections that we do have, creating creating a plan as well. So we do have a plan. We've got Excel spreadsheet. We've put it into an Excel spreadsheet, and then making sure that the partners that we are looking at, the way where we are recruiting, so we're recruiting through a variety of different channels to make sure that we reach the diverse communities, which includes the vulnerable communities, which includes the different ethnicities as well, so that our community and the people that we are going to be working with in the cafe is truly representative of the community that we are part of. So it really involves a variety of different channels, variety of using the leaflets, but also online digital channels, word of mouth, connections that we do have with people, and then looking at the face groups, looking at the charitable organizations, looking at community centers, looking at schools, and making all of those connections to make sure that it represents who we are.